Hello, ladies and children, and welcome back to Helium Lemon's wild, wonderful world of video games. And today is November 5th. It's 2:19 p.m. And yeah, this is the messenger. So we are, in my estimation, like 80% through this game. And I have not played this game for like a good month. So let me make sure I remember the controls. Oh my gosh, so much drama with my computer and stuff, but I talked about that already. Let's just hope this, episode works and everything. So where's our buddy Manfred? Okay, Manfred's all the way down there. So might as well cut out that traveling. Okay, so we're here on the screen that has Manfred, and he's trapped in a chunk of ice. A chunk of ice. So let's see what's going on with him. Can we do anything with him? No? Okay. Let's figure this out. Right, so you notice that you can't do anything with these lanterns because they're frozen in chunks of ice. Okay, so apparently when you come here in the past, the monk is here. So, did you talk to the prophet? Yeah, it seems like you have a real shot at breaking the curse on our world, so you used to be a messenger too. Indeed, my power was to travel back to the past, whereas you, it seems, that should be one word, whereas, can travel into the future. And if the prophet is right, you'll be needing this to save a friend. I will. Literally just breaking the chunks of ice with her whip. I don't know. Farewell, ninja. We're all counting on you. Yay! Okay. See you back in the future. Alright. We're back in the future already. Let's go. Oh, come on. So many spikes. Unnecessary. Dude, stop. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Yay. That makes no sense. Whatever. Hey, Manfred. Oh, don't leave without me. That's it! What? Okay. Feels great to be able to move again. I bet. Yeah, freedom is where it's at. Alright, we have the environment to save. Are you ready to go to the elemental skylands? Yes. Okay, let's do this. I said I was going to be doing the corrupted future first. I changed my mind. So, sue me. I don't know. Corrupted Future would have been fitting to do on Halloween, I guess. This song. So I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. This is bad. What's going on? It seems like the Demon King managed to corrupt the Clockwork Concierge. The Clockwork Concierge? A big robot that tends to this place. He's a butler superstar. I can't wait to meet him. Anyway, I was going to handle this myself, but the Skylands make the robot invincible. Where do I come in? I'll drop you on each of the Skylands so you can disable the shield generators, then together we'll see how big a punch the Clockwork Concierge packs. Alright, enemies ahead. Mash left control to fire. You can also charge a big one. Alright, so we have a Shmup section. They just put this area in the game because they wanted a Shmup section. This whole concept of this level reminds me a little of Pop Tropica. I can't say exactly why it does, but it just does. Alright, we made it to the Air Skyland. I'll catch you after you've disabled the thing. Okay, cool. There's also a really lazy shmup level in Snoopy's Grand Adventure. Okay, it looks like we can go down here. No? Alright, there's usually a black pixel border sort of thing, like a pixel fog on screens if they're death screens, but I guess this whole level is just sky, so they didn't want to do that. I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me, but yeah, the boss at the end is very Pop Tropica-esque. I can't exactly describe why, and Pop Tropica takes me back to 5th grade, and it's a really weird feeling. I saw comments on a playthrough of A Night in the Woods, that indie game, and people were like, "Oh, this reminds me of Pop Tropica," and I was like, that's a strange connection to make, but I guess it does. It's kind of like Night in the Woods isn't exactly like a point and click heavy kind of thing, but it's a lot of kind of like atmosphere and talking and stuff, so I guess. Yeah, so you have to forgive me. I'm getting back into the hang of doing things for this channel, and sometimes like I wait until like pretty late at night to record a video, so I'm doing like a video after class, which sometimes I just want to do because I'm like, oh, I haven't done anything all day. Hey, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, there's stuff both ways, so let's try this way first. Oh no, this seems like progress, so yeah, the thing with this level is that you want to clean up each of the Skylands thoroughly because you won't really have a chance of being able to go back for the power seals, and I want to prevent that from happening. Oh, heck! Come on! Really? Dodging. Oh, shoot. Come on. I'm being ambushed. So yeah, you might notice this music. This is kind of an interesting song. And it's one of those songs in video games that always kind of annoys me because it has a really cool beginning, but it never comes back to the beginning. So the beginning is that part where it has like that really chunky bass line. No, shoot! Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Well, this game auto-saves, so it's not like I can just restart this episode and say, hey, that really sucks. Because I'm not going to be able to go back to the, you know. Alright. So what was I about to talk about? Some stupid crap. I died. Hey, I died. Okay, that gives me a chance to do thing. So let's figure out what's going on with this thing. So yeah, computer drama aside, feels good to be getting back into the swing of this game. This game is just the perfect... Oh, duh, you dropped through the... I'm stupid. This game is just like, I feel... Okay. No. Good. I was like 1 pixel too low for that platform, but it was like, nope, you're gonna get it anyway, and it bumped me up. I appreciate that game, it was nice. I also appreciate the fact that I died and I got to go back for it instead of having to go back to this area in a later episode. Because that happened with the catacombs and I was just like, I want to avoid that situation. If possible, I would like to avoid that situation from being a situation in which things are agreed upon, that they are distinguished, valedictorian. I'm craving a meatball sub. No, actually, I'm kind of craving, I'm always craving a meatball sub. Meatball subs are probably one of my favorite foods. Let's see, my favorite foods include basically anything Japanese or Thai, sesame chicken, I have to stop and think about it for a second. Fried chicken, I guess, although, you know, there's really generic fried chicken, which sometimes isn't that good. Like, you know, your plain old fried chicken from the grocery store isn't always that good, but it can be good. Why am I at such a loss to think of my favorite foods? Macaroni and cheese, but nowadays I'm not even sure if macaroni and cheese is one of my favorite foods. I mean, I'm so used to macaroni and cheese out of the box that is kind of like, which is kind of one of my favorite things to just fix and make, and like I like kind of the big globs of cheese that stick together. Maybe it just sticks together because I don't put enough milk in it, I don't know. Oh yeah, okay, we'll come back to the music thing in a minute. I mean, to the food thing in a minute, but I wanted to mention... Oh, okay. That this music... Oh, and when I died, I had the perfect opportunity to talk about it. But this music is one of those songs in a video game that has... It like... It never loops back around to the very beginning. So the beginning, it was that part where it goes bow, 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 bow. It has like this really chunky bass line, and you get like just the bass line by itself for a second, like 4 beats. I was gonna say 1 measure, but then I figured more people would understand me if I just said 4 beats. No! Stop. I died. Okay. Listen to the music. It never comes back around to that very beginning where it's just the bass by itself. So... I don't know what the exact looping point is, but it's set up so that it never loops back to the very beginning. I think it's the kind of song where, like, Rainbow Dragon Eyes figured that once he really gets going, then there's not really a good place to have just kind of the bass by itself in that exposed moment, if that makes any sense. And this song is actually a very hyper song. It starts off and you think it's gonna be a kind of very like smooth, kind of jazzy song, but no, it's very hyper. But then again, Rainbow Dragon Eyes composes a lot of very hyper kind of tunes, so I guess that's his thing. But And here's the 8-bit version of this song. There are a few excerpts from video game music that I think of that are kind of like that. There's one song from, I think it's Mega Man 3, that comes to mind when I think of songs like that. And then there's one song from Bomberman Hero that I think of that's kind of like that. But those things, that's like so obscure that like people wouldn't know what I was talking about unless I could remember the name of it, and I can't remember the name of anything at this moment because like my brain does not really work great in the afternoons. I'm just kind of disgusted with life in the afternoons. I wonder why. Like, afternoons are like so sunny and positive. So it looks like I haven't missed anything yet. Okay. Yeah. Okay, still haven't missed anything. That's good. That's a good sign. I like this arpeggio kind of figure. Also I like that sound effect. Sounds like the cheat. Okay, it looks like there is actually no power seal on this particular Skyland, which would make sense because there are 4 elements, so there's going to be 4 Skylands, and there's only 3 power seals. So I think once we get to the next Thingamagungus, Redus Alrightus, Cletus Alredus Alrightus. It's a good song, by the way. It has a funny name, but it's still a good song. It's from one of Frank Zappa's best albums, The Grand Wazoo. The Grand Wazoo is one of his best albums. It's also very different, because the entire thing is big band, like jazz arrangements for big band. And it's on the Prague Archives website as like Avant Prague, which I would never expect from like a jazz big band album. Anyway, that's me being a nerd talking about music. You got to expect it from me because I'm a musician, and I am mashing my pinky for the love of heaven. And speaking of love of heaven, we are going to go to... I don't know how to end that sentence, because it was kind of random anyway. Next episode, The Water Skyland.